What's up? So, I'm just gonna jump straight into this. The content of this video is inspired by this really badass song by The Prodigy. It's called, the title really resonated with me. It's called Serial Thrilla. Why does that resonate with me? Because right when I heard it, I was like, holy shit, that's me. All I do is try to be a serial thriller. I just never really had a name to it. A name to what I do, why I do, who I am, blah 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 blah. So I guess I'll just give examples, especially this week. I've been really acting massively on being a serial thriller. First I'll give a little intro as to what that is, because like, who are you to know what a serial thriller is? Basically, it's being so amused. It's what I was trying to talk about in my first video ever when I was walking through a mall, but was just like on many different tangents of thoughts. Ooh, the power's out. Creepy. It's finding that source of fun and amusement within yourself. It's an unapologetic source of fun. He's a good guy. He's got a great voice. So basically, I have so many stories, especially from this week. I've done a lot. I've done a lot to act on it, because that's why I do this. It's to prove a point. One story, actually this was last night, and thanks, new friend of mine, you actually are inspiring the content of this video. Last night I was just doing my own thing, listening to music, jamming out, unapologetic fun. The lights are off, so bear with me. Unapologetic fun, and this girl wants to meet me. She wants to know me. She finds me on Facebook and says, like, I was compelled to know more about you. And by the way, this is not the first time that has ever happened. It's because I am on such an orbit of my own fun, my own reality, that people will want to know me. So we were talking, and she texted me and she said, if I were as crazy as you, I would be, or no, if I had as much guts as you, I would be doing crazy shit all day long. And I just want to put it out there that I do these videos because I am trying to advocate the point that I have not always been this crazy. Absolutely not. This is something that I've tried to achieve, especially in the last 2 years, because I was once shy, I was once introverted, I was once unable to express myself, and I decided, fuck it. I want to be that person, this person. I want to be that free. And what did I do? Baby steps. I would do that. Like, just think about the tunnel I just walked through. I'm gonna stop here because the place I need to be is right over there. I'm just gonna stop. The tunnel I was just walking through, let's say 2 years ago, had I went up to one of those people and asked, excuse me, do you have the time? My heart would have been pounding. Something like that would have put me on edge. And I would do it, regardless, I would do it. I find these little things that put me on edge, and I would embrace them. That feeling, I addicted myself to having that feeling of nervousness in approaching new people and doing things that are out of my comfort zone. And I said, whenever you feel that, you do it. That's the point. That's the point of like what I do. That's all I advocate. And now look at me. I can walk through that tunnel. I could be in front of all these people talking to myself alone, and I'm numb to it. I'm numb to it. And it's come to the point where I am such a serial thriller that I would be bored to death, probably literally to death, if I didn't do the things that I want to do. And that's what it is to be a serial thriller. It's about just literally imposing yourself upon the environment. And you don't do it to seek reactions from people and be like, not to have like people come up to you and say, I want to know you. It's not about that. It has nothing to do with that, because once you're a serial thriller, you know that you do it for yourself, because you would actually go insane if you didn't do it. And the people who fail to achieve being a serial thriller look at us and say, wow, this person is insane. So I will tell one other story because it's funny for me. On the weekend, I went to a strip club with my buddy for the first time ever. And this is just an example of how a serial thriller occupies their environment unapologetically. Basically, right when I walked into the strip club, I felt a little shy, out of place. Like, it was shocking. It was my first time ever there. There's naked women walking about like it's the most normal thing ever, and I'm like, I don't really want to look because I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to look because I don't want to be disrespectful. But I want to fit in with the environment. The fact that I am in a strip club, I gotta fit in. So maybe I should at least give a lady like one down, up, just once. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to like not do it because then I would be really weird. That's the way I was feeling for the first 5 minutes, because after that I realized, like, what the fuck? I was just like, serial thriller. This environment has nothing on me. Why am I even buying in to the environment? That's what I'm talking about with environmental hypnosis. You let it have an authority over you. Bullshit. So rather quickly I was able to just snap into who I know I am. Like, I don't even know why I was hesitating, but it was only 5 minutes of like, oh, this is weird. And me and my buddy, by the way, he is an absolute serial thriller himself, and we weren't there to be fucking like creepy. Like, we just wanted to have fun, and we are both nutcases. Without one, like, it's not like we need each other to be nuts. We're just fucking nuts. You take away the strippers in that environment and we'd still be having as much fun as we ended up having. And it's funny because we both acknowledge, like, yo, we're probably the youngest people here in the strip club, the most sober, entirely 100% sober. That's another thing I'm going to touch base on. 100% sober, and yet we are the most confident. We're hooting, we're howling, like, oh, just like that, whistling, we're having a great time. And everyone else looking at the women on stage, all the men, you'd think like they would be wild, they even have beer. This is them. Strippers, like they're maybe contemplating some sort of philosophical revelation. Like, what? And only when we got in the environment, we turned it up. That's right. We had people clapping, we had people enjoying themselves. And guess what? The ladies began to respond to us. Don't think we were like throwing money. We were being as stingy as possible. Once again, just a good time. Like, we are into authentic fun. We don't like spending money for fun. Fuck no. The strippers began to respond to us and how free we were and how fun we were. Imagine that. Women who are there in order to make you feel like you're in a good mood, we made them feel in a good mood. They were making eye contact with us. They were engaging us. One of them even indirectly dedicated a performance to me. She was like exclusively flashing her lady parts at me. And at the end she gets off stage and she goes, for me, okay? No, I was not flashing big bucks. I'm not that kind of person. I'm a stingy little teenager who just wants to have a good time. And another thing, 100% sober, we are having fun. That's what it is to be an authentic serial thriller, okay? A lot of people look for the thrill upon, it's Monday and you're like, you know what, Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna be fucking crazy. I'm gonna lose myself. I'm gonna drink so much I might end up in a hospital. No, that's not what it is to be a serial thriller. I have personally never had a sip of alcohol in my life. Yet, I have more fun than drunk people at parties. I have more fun in bars. I have the most fun because I am addicted to thrilling myself from the moment I wake up to basically 24/7. I become bored without it, and things get old. Things that would thrill me a year ago mean absolutely nothing to me today. Such as speaking to a stranger and just saying, excuse me, do you have the time? No, I even now I can't even, little things, like I can't even sit on a metro because I find it more fun to stand up and dance to my music. So that's basically the point. I've addicted myself to thrill. I'm a serial thriller. I impose my fun upon the environment I'm in. I don't do this for anyone else. It's unapologetic. I don't care if you love it or if you hate me. I don't care, because it's not about that. But regardless, people will be drawn to you. I am confident that people will be drawn to you. That's why I'm just saying, like, be a serial thriller. Why? Because the world is a better place. It's a better place. I have a lot more to say, but I also have a lot of time to make future videos, so I guess I'm just gonna wait until then, because here I am. I'm in state. I'm being my own serial thriller, and I just want to not stop talking. But I've got to go places. I'm a part of this organization. I'm on my way there now. So thank you for listening. I hope I got my point across that you must be a serial thriller. Why? Because when you're having that much unapologetic fun, one, you could be trapped in a box for one whole year and have the best time of your life, guaranteed. I'd actually be curious to be trapped in a box and know what that's like, because I think I would have actually some of the best time, I'll just say this now quickly, some of the best times of my life in the past year have been spent entirely alone in my house, making breakfast and listening to music really loud, just dancing, singing, howling, laughing, talking to myself. 100% best times of the past year. I swear, I kid you not, I have remarkable times just by myself. And another thing, if you learn to achieve this, which once I repeat this again, I have not always had these guts, okay? You know, girl, you know who you are. I have not always had these guts. It took a lot of practice, plenty of practice, and now here I am. And now strippers want to show me their lady parts exclusively. So that's just the point. That's the whole point of all of this, okay? Great, thank you. Also, I forgot to add quickly before my battery runs out, because I'd rather have my music so that when I go on the metro later, I have something to obnoxiously dance to. Why do you think I film these videos of myself putting my identity, this is the Floridian, putting my identity on the line in public, and then putting it on the internet for anyone and everyone, pretty much everyone, to judge me? Why do you think I do that? Why do you think I do that in public? Because that is what it is to be a serial thriller. If you are watching right now, there's a good chance you've only made it this far because it's thrilling for you as a viewer to watch me be a fucking moron in public. And this is my class, so I gotta go. In a fucking box, in a box. I'm in a box, I'm in a box. This is fun, this is fun. This is all I need. This is all I need. I'm in a box, and now I'm on my floor, so I've gotta go. I've gotta go. All right.